We're streaming.
We are streaming. Let's see. Buddy thinks the engine will weigh 475 pounds. Uh, Bruce Culchin says this is the days of our lives. It is kind of the days of our lives. It's also the days of your lives.
I'm not
Uh,
finished eating. I'm sorry.
Lars says live during the day. For a moment, I was thinking these two were vampires. We might be vampires. I have the teeth for it.
Well, when it's over 60 degrees outside in January, we got to be up and around.
It is over 60 degrees. And I have had in anticipation of that, I've had the wood stove a burning night and day for a couple days here. So we have all the degrees inside. It's
66 degrees in
it's
here?
a well-rounded 66 on the far side of the shop. This is usually the cold end. So it's nice over there. Lester LeSabre says, "Nice to see you at an earlier and warmer time." Hey, I love it. Shop warmer during the day. So
Sometimes
no,
it is, but mostly it isn't.
I guess if we already have the fire going day and night, it's easier to keep it warm during the day. But when it is like in the teens overnight, it takes all day to get it warmed back up, and then when it gets cold again, it just comes back. Like it got to be where we really couldn't be out here for any amount of time because your shoes freeze to the floor, and we don't have heavy boots, and we don't
Okay.
have the winter equipment like I used to. I have a coat that will keep me warm, but my feet get cold too quickly, and his feet get too cold quickly,
We
and I
got
can't make him
we got layers of cardboard on the floor that I put
to
my feet
stand
on.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't freeze. But yeah, it's doing well. And yeah, so we're taking advantage of a daytime stream. So just to say hi, we didn't have to stream.
Like a
Um,
half hour ago, we're headed up here, and Kim goes, "You want to go live?" I go, like, now?
well,
She
yeah,
goes, "Yeah."
we'll stream for a little bit, and then maybe we'll come back and stream tonight after John Wilburn.
Maybe, maybe not.
Um,
We've been up all day. That's unusual for us.
well, I was up half the night too. I slept. I slept a bunch. I slept.
Is your
Is
watch broken?
KJ Kylie is here. His watch is broken. It is actually midnight, and you are
12 hours off.
hallucinating. Johnny C says 55 in CA Bay area. Dang. Yeah, we're 61 degrees. This is phenomenal. But I saw it coming on the thing. We were out here last night working, and you could see behind me, right? The engine is still on the stand, but the cylinder head and the rocker arm shaft are mounted. The cam is in. The push rods are in. Uh, it's all happening right there.
Oil pump's in. The
Yep,
pan is
distributor.
on. The timing cover's on.
It is the intake and exhaust manifold are not mounted, but those go together pretty quickly. We're going to put those on in the car of because of reasons.
Kim, I'm missing something.
Oh,
There's a panel up here that's where it says studio.
that's right here for some reason. All right, people, I got to give it. He's missing one of his things.
Oh, that thing. Yeah, that's the panel.
It's a
not.
working.
Okay. Okay. Good. Thank you.
Buddy Carafano says, I'll get all the sleep I need when I'm dead. Um, maybe we already are. Maybe we are dead. And life
After you
is
die, can you stay on YouTube?
a life is an illusion. This is the afterlife.
This is the afterlife.
I'm
Okay.
sorry to tell you that you didn't make it, and neither did I. But you are.
We're going to meet here. John Bosmus is here.
We are actually speaking to you from the other side. We didn't make it. Maybe you have, but we have passed
You
on.
went crazy today.
John, welcome to the stream. All right, everybody who is here in the middle of the day, Hippie Long is here. Hello, all. Everyone who is here um, within the sound of my voice, I award you 2 points.
So, may I have my drink,
For
please?
being here in the middle of the day, unannounced, just random. You get points for that. And so last night, while I'm putting the engine on the where I'm rolling the engine over because we had the engine sitting over by the wood stove while we were working on it, but I got to roll it over here to put it on the hoist because I can't wheel the hoist from one side of the garage to the other because there's just not room. So, anyways, while I was doing that, he said, "Oh, where are my scales? Let's put it on the scales." And I was like, buried. So today, before we came on live, I dug his scales out. They're sitting right over there. We'll show those to you in a few minutes. Oh look, Space Cat 72 is here. Welcome to the stream. It's only 35 in Pittsburgh, but you're barbecuing outside because you're a nature boy. Nice, very nice.
In Ohio, it'd get up above about 40 degrees toward the end of winter, springtime, And the guys that have motorcycles, they'd be coming to work on their motorcycles with T-shirts on, Arizona, if it was 40 degrees, it's colder than it's ever been, People got their big, heavy jackets on. Pretty funny.
So, he was like, well, we could weigh the motor. I want to see how much it weighs. I said, well, you could just look that up. But I think he just wants to play with his toys a little bit. Vampire, like you two, just off today. Well, that's awesome. Well, you've picked a good day for it because we got a short spell of really good weather, and we're going to take advantage of it to try and get this motor into this car and maybe running. I've got today, and tomorrow is still supposed to be pretty fair, and then after that, it's supposed to go rapidly downhill.
What Sunday is supposed to be 9 degrees.
Yeah, like it's now or never, folks. It might be 2 or 3 weeks before the weather breaks like this again. So I would love to get this 43 in Cincinnati, which is pretty mild
really
for
mild
middle
for
of January. So, but yeah, we've got a beautiful little break in the weather, and the fireplace is loaded up. Putting out heat. We have all the warmth we need. Honestly, I'm not even wearing a coat. Look at this. I'm not even wearing a coat. I'm just in a sweat.
I got 2 sweatshirts on.
Yep.
What is that?
Why do I have to get all these viewer notifications?
What is this popped up over? We can't even see what we're doing because this thing popped up. Oh no.
Windows security. It just keeps going ding,
all
ding,
this stuff
ding.
Popped up over what we're doing. See, Slant. Six mounted vertically. I always take a second look because it looks like every other 6-cylinder. Need to be driven by Sunday. Yeah, the car will have heat in it. Does this have heat? Yeah, it has heat.
It absolutely does. Yes,
heat, yeah.
yes.
Mine's the one that doesn't have heat. Okay, while you're speaking, I'm going to start digging out.
Oh, well, I wanted to talk to you about our plans, right? Because I thought about it, right? And we could go about this in a couple of ways. We could put the engine and the stand on the scales and measure it that way, and then just measure the stand and subtract it.
That would probably be the easy way.
We could weigh the car and then put the motor in and then weigh
That's a lot of
the
work.
Difference.
This is easy.
I'll
put 3 scales under the engine stand.
I could take it off the stand and we could just set it on the floor on top of the things, but
on the pan, yeah, and then you got to hold it from tipping over and everything.
Yeah, I was worried about
I think just putting the 3 scales under the stand will work really well.
Are you worried about?
Is it a 3 scale or is it 3 or 4? Oh, it's 4.
Yeah, but we could put like a board under there or something. Or you think it's better to use all 4? I've never seen how this scale sets up, so you tell me. You tell us.
I think those wheels are too far apart, but I'll pull out a pad.
Well, my other concern is, are these wheels going to press too hard and damage your
I don't think
scales?
so. They're really thick.
Or really
What's
thick?
clinking, binging, dinging on our?
I don't know. It keeps dinging.
I don't like it when that computer starts dinging because then
Oh,
it
Rick
tells
is
you
here from RC Industry. Welcome to the stream,
something's
Rick.
happening.
We're live during
Oh,
the day for a change.
this is upside down. This end up upside down.
I want to mention that, like, we got uh, the Buff Del Campo channel to monetization by streaming regularly in the evenings, sometimes for long hours, and we picked up our 4,000 hours or whatever so that for monetization. But we don't have to do that anymore. Like,
But
we
we
don't
like
have to
doing
do
it.
streams, but he loves it. Like, it's absolutely. I knew that he would.
Do we have some electricity over there?
Yeah. I have extension. That green extension cord will
Well, I
work
think
really
it'll
good.
It's probably on the green extension cord's better because we have less chance of interrupting
Catching
the
on
stream.
things. I see it right here.
Well, I can't get to it.
Yeah, like he just really enjoys it. He gets a kick out of it, and he was like dragging his feet on coming out here today. I could tell he just wasn't into it.
Well,
And
I had to do a couple things. I had to order some stuff on Amazon, and I was doing some other things.
I know.
And the time, she goes, it's been an hour since you got out of the shower. And I go, really? Probably hadn't.
You know how there's just some things are like a burden and other things are a treat. And for him, well, thank you, Lester. Lester LeSabre says that we enjoy the stream. He loves it. He loves it. He will make, once we start streaming, everything else goes away from him. He ignores everything else in the world.
Oh,
No, but I mean in a good way. In a good way. That's why I said let's stream, because I knew he would have a good time. He talks about all the people on the stream all the time. He learns everybody's
it's weird.
name.
I'll be dreaming I'm on the stream.
He does. He loves it. And I mean, I do too, but to me, it is also kind of work. And it's harder to get things done if I'm focused on the stream. And like sometimes Tuesday night is a lot of work. Sometimes a 4 hour stream sitting in front of the computer, clicking through and typing and sitting up straight and trying to look nice and everything. It takes time to get ready. It takes time to get things wound down, and it can be really exhausting.
She kind of engineers the thing, so she's busier than I am. And she like that half hour to an hour before we go on, she can be pretty busy.
Yeah. Rick says, can't wait to see that Slant 6 going down the track this summer. Yeah, I would love to have it down the track finally. I was pretty disappointed last year that we didn't. I mean, I really feel bad. Like I had to bag on Rick. We were supposed to. He did a call out, and I just had to just say I can't do it.
Oh, Rick's here. Rick, what are you bringing?
Well, Rick was working on the brown bag, that Dodge truck.
This 4th annual.
For the Dodge truck.
Oh, what engine does it have in it?
It has a Slant 6 too.
Oh, maybe I can race him. See, I'm actually going to have a 6-cylinder car there.
Buddy Carfano says that if you're dreaming of him, that's a nightmare.
No, you know what I'm dreaming is that I'm looking at all the screens and everything, and I'm like, let's see, gotta say something.
It's over here. I see it.
Oh, I see it. I knew that, and that's why I moved everything over this way.
Are you still planning to bring the brown bag? I know it's many months away, Rick. Do you need anything for that truck? We have lots of spare Slant 6 stuff. Oh, maybe both trucks.
Is the screen cord plugged into something?
Oh, it might not be plugged in over there. I'll reach over and get it. I see it's not plugged in.
Okay, because we got to
Why are we turning?
Why are we ching ching ching? This thing's making all this noise. Why is Windows making clinking noise at us?
I don't know. Every time I shake the table, it gets confused. I'm not shaking it a lot. I don't know what the deal is.
Oh, okay. So that does turn on.
That's awesome. Yeah, because I ditched that second slant six because I have 318s. I have a 318 LA 318 and a Magnum 318. We already have two slant six powered vehicles. I don't not building any more slant sixes in the near term because I don't want to be a slant six exclusive channel. I don't know that there's any future to that. What's wrong? You know what? We need to sweep up underneath this.
No, we're on the middle of the live and we're all running all over.
Do they use a calendar to time the slant six drag race? No, a sundial, buddy. Man. Man.
What is making that noise?
I don't know. Don't yell at it too much. Don't yell at it too much. I was just happening on the shoulder. I wasn't trying to make a move.
Okay, we can put a scale under those tubes crosswise, at an angle. It'll work.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Slant 6-2R.
We're busy here. I'm sorry, I'm not sitting there paying attention.
This car is gonna get quick. It's gonna get quick. It's already got a quick set of gears in it, and this engine is gonna be nice and fresh. It's gonna have all the power that a Slant 6 ever had, and then some, because I did cylinder head work on it, and I know how to tune a carb, and I know how to tune
This is in the way.
You can tune a carb, but you can't tune a fish. Yeah, I know how to do all the things to make it really get the most out of it. So it's going to be, well, it'll be the fastest Slant 6. Unless Professor P brings one.
Yeah, Professor P's always be fast.
Well, he's got the budget and the R&D.
He's got the R&D.
Yeah.
You know what he said on his channel?
What's that?
He says, I don't have any good cars. He goes, I don't have a good car. He goes, he says, I got 7 old pieces of shit. It's like us. We got a whole yard full of
old pieces.
junk. Well, and you know who drove the biggest piece of crap we have? It was RC Industry. Took that truck that had the steering column undone. You gave him a big shove, and he had to go downhill and turn to stop.
That's right. I did.
He did it. He got out. He was laughing instead.
I didn't want to put you in it because I was worried you wouldn't be able to stop.
I wouldn't be able to stop the stupid thing.
Yeah. And Rick was like, I guess I'll do it. And then he told me, he said, I couldn't get the steering wheel to move. I'm so sorry I did that to you, Rick. Oh, wow. Nobody has a follow-up to Buddy's.
Yeah, they're not talking to us. Quit talking to us. Did they all leave? No, they're there.
RC Industry said, my Slant 6 is not going to be fast, but it's going to be fun to drive.
Okay,
They are fun.
Okay, yeah. It's going to take 2 of us to do this.
Okay.
So, Kim, we got to lift this up high enough that I can get a scale under there.
Yeah.
But then it's got to be up high enough that it stays up high enough so I can zero the scales.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
And then we can set it back down, which means I'm going to have to be under there. And you're going to try to video this as well as doing this? Wow. We need a... but I got to do what I'm doing.
Well, just show that we're jacking this up, okay? It's just for fun. This is just for fun. This is, no... What, which carburetor do you have on that truck? Is it any good? Is it working all right for you?
Oh, this is crooked. Jesus. This isn't dangerous or anything, is it?
No, not at all.
Oh, don't pull that. What are you doing? Oh, you think the slant? No. Oh my God. This is not good.
Well, it was your plan.
I know, but it's like terrible.
There you go.
Hey, but we gotta put the pin in it before we set it back down.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't have a camera in my hand. While
Okay,
I'm
here,
working.
give it to me,
This
because
is stupid.
Did you shut it off?
No,
Well, don't call me stupid.
no, I'm being stupid trying to run a
Turbo
camera
should
when I'm
wake
trying-
up the Slant 6. The turbo will absolutely wake that Slant 6 up. It will. Right.
that in a confined space theaters.
Well,
Trying to do this. Yeah, I know it's as good as it's gonna be.
all right. So Bucktail Campo sets a scale up, and we're gonna get it set up. And I gotta put the thing that
Somehow we got to do that without.
I gotta put the camera down before somebody gets.
Yeah. Camera's not helping us right now.
I don't know if Rick was watching. I asked him which carburetor he's got. He might. Yeah. He might. So this has to go a little bit.
Yeah, you can put them where you want
So
them.
I can rotate this.
Yeah, that engine stand rotating around, floating is not good.
Yeah, how many pounds of boost do you think I should put to the slants?
2.
Two. Two's not gonna do much. You think two? How much horsepower do you get from 2 pounds of boost?
Wait, just is everything away from those scales?
Yeah. Everything is away from the scales.
Okay, we can now set it on the scales. But
Okay.
you got to put that pin back in there.
I need you on the handle over there. Do you think you can get there? Or is that
There's a
asking?
lot of cords and traps here.
Well, I'm sorry. Okay. I gotta line it up. You need to lower it so that the stand is set on
You
the
lower
scale.
it first.
Gently, and then stop once it hits. Once it lands.
Okay, I stopped it. More.
Yeah, a little more.
Okay.
Okay. Now let me see if I can find a bar, and I'm gonna what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna modify the position of this camera so they can see a little better. What do you think, guys? You want to? There's the scales.
Okay.
20 pounds of boost. I think you are.
How many?
Of course, one of us says 20 pounds. Can you lift it back up a little bit? Shouldn't this be centered?
Probably be better. Okay, coming back down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one swung this way. Okay.
A little more.
There.
No, more.
No movement.
More.
That was movement.
More. Okay. It's better. Did the crowbar fit in there?
I thought it was going to be so easy, and it's not being easy.
This is fine.
Okay.
How much difficult do you feel like this is too difficult? It's not difficult.
We're in confined space, and I didn't know we were going to have to do that.
Well, I wasn't home. I need you to go a little more.
Going to go that direction. More.
A little more. No, I gotta make sure it doesn't fall off the scale.
Oh, the scale's right about there. Yeah, I can let it down.
No, I gotta do something with that wheel's.
Why is it spinning?
Because those wheels are casted.
Another rag. Good.
I think it's okay. Lighten it up. See if you can. Go ahead.
Ooh.
A little more.
Yeah, but you can undo the chain there.
No. More. Yeah. It's off. That should be it. Be your weight.
Okay, but we're weighing the chain as well. Well, you can, I guess, after we get the.
How close do you think it needs to be?
Well,
Let me see.
it's a heavy damn chain. Well, but then we can always weigh the chain afterwards after you get it in the car. Okay, I'm gonna walk by here. This is scary. Okay, any guesses? We got an engine stand and an engine.
So, it is
Oh, I'm wanting to guess. You're pointing the camera.
Oh, okay,
The thing to guess.
Did it show?
I don't know. You're giving them the answers. Then I'm asking the question.
So, anyways, this is a setup that, like, it actually has 4 scales, and it knows how to calculate. If they don't all weigh the same, it knows how to calculate.
Yeah, it'll give you. What it does is gives 3 weights and a total. This is a pretty trick set of scales because if you got a car and you're trying to set it up, it'll tell you which wheel has which weight and everything. It's pretty cool.
All right, everybody, throw your guesses in to how much you think it weighs.
This is with the stand.
Should I put the manifold and exhaust manifold?
There's no manifolds on it. Now, I wouldn't because the weight is such a cockeyed angle right now.
All right, so this is without the manifolds.
Without the intake and exhaust manifold. Other than that, it's a fairly complete engine. So.
Okay. Couple more people.
Everybody's high. Everybody's high. What?
Here.
Oh, 550 pounds. It's like, they're getting, now they're lower. Okay.
I was going to give out points to whoever's closest without going over, but
okay.
You're allowed to guess again if you were way too high. If you're over 500, guess again. Buddy, Johnny.
Is that all?
I'll give it another 30 seconds.
Give it another 30 seconds.
So, yeah, why did you have this scale? Tell us about the scale. Tell them about the scale.
Oh, the scales. I got them originally.
Here, scoot this way and talk to the camera.
So many traps right here. I'm going to trip and fall. Okay. The, enough cameras on me. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Originally, I was doing a lot of stuff with airplane. commercials just came on.
But that's all right. Just okay. Don't tell it until.
I'll wait till the commercials
Okay.
go away. $2.99. Okay, commercials ought to be gone. So you ready, Kim? Okay, originally I got these scales because I'm weighing airplanes, and weight and balance on airplanes really critical. So, you got to know where the weight is on the airplane, and this race car scales work perfectly for that. But then later, and then I'm only using 3 of the pads. So later I started weighing cars because I was down at Uncle Tony's and we were weighing cars down there. So, and now they're back up here. So we're weighing an engine. So right now, am I going to tell them how much, or are you gonna?
Yeah, I think everybody has a guess in who's going to get a guess in.
Yeah, there's a bunch of new people in here too. Okay, it's 436 pounds. You're gonna show the scale if you want. Oh, you're showing it on yours, but not on theirs. Okay.
Yeah. We'll show them.
Okay, so maybe I can grab this. Try not to fall. Will it reach? I'm running out of cord, of course. Okay, use loop.
There you go. That's an excellent picture of it.
Okay, so you see, it's 3 positions and then the total. And of course, if you're doing a car, you can actually put it like left front, left rear. You set it all up so the correct scale's in the correct position. Oh, I remember
KJ Kiley says, "I remember when you weighed Slaghammer with help."
that was these scales, and it was down at Tony's place.
Isn't that cool?
I don't know what I've got. Okay, we're back to.
Welcome to the stream, Crashes Roadrunner Garage.
Oh, we got a whole bunch of people came in. Steve Edwards came in. Olive came in. I'm looking across the room at this. Javi. Okay, so Kim, you got to make a decision. Who was close to 436 pounds?
436. Okay, who was closest without going over? Johnny C. said 425. Everybody else was over or under that. So Johnny C., I will award you 5 points for not only being here, for not only making a guess, but making the closest guess without going over.
Okay, Kim, I'm really nervous about this thing being all cockeyed on this tape like this.
All right, well, let's get it up off of that.
Let's get it off there, and then we can take it off the stand, and then we can weigh the stand, right?
Yeah, there you go. That's true.
Are we connected?
We are connected.
What was that? Chain or something. Chain.
It's fine.
Except I was in a shop one time, we dropped an engine, and that was bad.
It would be bad. Don't drop my engine. I'm not saying you're allowed to just drop the engine.
Okay, so now we need to get this thing out of here and just weigh the stand.
Okay. Stand weighs 29 pounds.
Okay, can we write this stuff down somewhere?
It's on the stream.
I know, but we're not going to back the stream up to do our math.
Somebody do the math.
Yeah,
Stands 29 pounds. Oh, I didn't take the thing off though.
Oh,
Let me take that off.
Okay, so that's wrong. We gotta do more work here before.
We gotta do a little more. Little more first. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the time we dropped an engine was on a lift like this, just like it is here.
Can you get me a couple of wrenches out of there? Just open end wrenches.
What size do you need?
Or just like 5/8.
the right size?
No.
Bigger? Smaller?
One bigger and one smaller. Okay, and then, oh, this one's too small.
Oh. One smaller than
5/8? No, that's
yeah, it is. Unless there's something in between, or if it's metric or something.
1/2 inch is not one smaller than 5/8.
I didn't give you a 1/2 inch. I gave you a 9/16.
Oh, this one's got a different size on each end.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. That's why. I didn't see him weigh slag hammer with Tony. I never knew him
Didn't know me then.
back then.
I was in Tony's shop a lot for a while there.
That's what I figured. Can I have another one of these 5 or 11/16? Oh, this is too big. Too big, too small. I need one bigger than 11/16.
Maybe it's one
What?
bigger than 11/16.
This is too big.
You gotta learn your wrench sizes. Instead of one bigger than this, one smaller, and something in between.
See how he treats me. I give him specific instructions, but it's never good. Never good.
I went to work in a wheel alignment shop when I was 17, and the guy started off first day. What's bigger, 9/16 or 5/8? What's bigger, 1/2 inch or 9/16? What's bigger, 11? And he just fired these questions at me, and I was all screwed up. And he goes, "Tomorrow you got to know these." And the next day I knew them all.
You know what?
It's like I had to. That was
If I
fun
use
job.
all my brain powers up on that, you know what I'll get done around here?
That's not that hard.
I won't get nothing done around here. It's like, that's why I don't memorize phone numbers anymore.
Yeah, phone numbers. Yeah, I used to know phone numbers, but
Uh-huh.
I don't even know. I don't even know your phone number.
You don't even know my phone number. I can pull your phone number. You know why I know your phone number? Guess why I know?
I don't know, but don't say it.
Does anybody know? Can anybody guess?
I know why. I know why you know my phone number. So when you go to the grocery store, you get the discount.
That is why I know his phone number. I'm putting it in at the grocery store. Johnny C asks if the points are any good toward buff merch. Yes. Yes, they are.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where
we're
we
going to
at?
have a program here for merch purchasing, and points will get you discounts. Points will get you discounts.
Are you done with that wrench? Yeah. I'll put it in.
I don't know if I'm done or not.
Okay, well, I'll put it here where I know where it is instead of just putting it somewhere.
Damn it.
For the nuts. Yeah, it's
Under
watch out because that's gonna pull the plug. It's not.
sucks. I cannot wait to get these things out.
The wires. Yeah. You know, I bought these scales and like a month later they came out with a Bluetooth set of scales. It's like, man, I wish I would have waited a month. Okay, now we can weigh. Okay, now we know the weight.
41 pounds.
Okay, so whatever the total was, minus 41 pounds. Maybe somebody ought to do the math.
Can you get out of it so I can get this out of here? Somebody do the math. I think it was 36. It's 36 minus 41.
I don't know. Let him just don't give me the numbers. Let him work with it. Okay, now we have one more thing to do.
What's the one?
We're gonna put the I'm gonna. We need to put the intake and the exhaust manifold on those two pads out there by you. So the first one is a subscription. Yeah, make sure you do your subscription.
Addiction and subscription.
They're saying I can't read it because I'm too far away from the screen.
$3.95.
Okay, and then we're gonna now the next one's addition because we're gonna add the intake and exhaust.
Where are they?
I don't know.
Oh.
They're your manifolds.
So you need me to go.
I don't know where you put your stuff. I go looking, I guess.
No. I'm trying to get this bolt out of here so I can get this. There we go.
This is scary. I don't like engines hanging from dangling from hoists. Well, we're still calibrated because they're all zeros now.
Do you want me to set this on just one?
Yeah. Oh, that's the whole shoe match, isn't it?
Yeah.
That contraption is 44 pounds. So we have to add 44 to the 395.
Oh. Okay.
Now,
Is that enough of that?
Now, is it somebody else say put the vice grip away? No kidding. There's tools all. I know. I always put everything away, and Kim just sets stuff down.
I'm trying to get stuff done.
I got toolboxes with rollers, so I can roll them over to where I'm working. So I never do anything like that. But they're so trapped in here, I can't roll them around. Okay, so now, is there anything else you want to weigh? You want to stick the carburetor on there? You want to put anything else on there that goes on this engine? No? So once I undo it, we lose our zero.
I mean, there's a motor mount, but is that really part of the motor?
No.
Part of the mount.
You decide what you want.
I mean, like the alternator and I don't really think that that's
Okay, so then I'm going to shut everything down.
Yes, please.
Okay. So what did we come up with? 439 pounds. The whole thing. So Kim, you want to video that? What is this? Bubba's not happy when he sees a vice grip. Oh yeah, vice grips. Yeah, she's using vice grips on the folds. V8 will give more pleasure per pound until you have to work on it.
Well,
yeah, I don't know. It's just something I learned to appreciate working on these slants is there's only 6 cylinders to begin with, so you only have to put 6 pistons in. There's only one head. There's a lot of stuff that's pretty cool about a 6. But then
fitting a Slant 6 in an A body is a breeze. But fitting a V8 with headers and stuff in there can be a little bit tough. I don't know. But a V8 is going to give you more power. And more power is fun. But honestly, this Slant 6 will be a really good motor for this car. Thank you, Tava. I think that, you know, like the alternator and those kinds of things, we can estimate the weights of those very, very easily.
Well, then I have smaller scales. We don't need an automotive.
And we're just having
race car
fun.
scales.
He just wanted to play with his toy. Honestly, he just wanted to pull
Oh,
his
I
scales
wanted
out
to
and
know
use them.
because I see all these weights that everybody says how much they weigh, and then none of the weights I see are the same, and I know this is going to be a little different because of just how we did things.
The 318 was really worth it. Yeah, yeah, I get you. You know, one of the things I really like about the Slant 6, right, is that most people, because it's sort of the road less traveled, right, is, first of all, it's what was in this car. Second of all, I have this transmission that fits this engine, and the K-frame fits this engine, and this really isn't a race car. So going a lot faster is really not my absolute biggest priority. Um, it's a time machine. You take it to the car cruise, and people look at it and go, "Wow!" And people see the Slant Six, and everybody knows somebody who's had a Slant Six, and everybody. So there's somebody. My uncle had a truck with a Slant Six, or the Army trucks had the Slant Sixes. Everybody has a story about it, right? And there's the Challenger with the Hemi engine in it over on the other side, and people walk right past it.
They're over here looking at
It's
this.
not that relatable. It's not as relatable as the Slant Six. It really isn't for some reason.
You're going to lose part of your uh, local car show charm because people go, "Oh, a three on a tree."
I will. Yeah, that's true because a lot of people did like the three on a tree, but just for for comfort and drivability, I really do like an automatic in town, in traffic and stuff. I know how to drive a stick, but I that doesn't mean I want to all the time. And I don't. I would say I have lots of plans for this car, but I have lots of like dreams for what this car may be someday. And I think calling them plans would imply that I have financing set up or a time frame. And so I don't think it counts as plans because I don't have those things. Dean Stevenson says 475 pounds. Australians use them in Speedway. Dressed weight were always taken. I believe 475. Once we put the alternator on it and a couple more brackets on it, yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
How did they use that?
He says Speedway, so I don't know what that means exactly. Tavo says, I do tire of my van sometimes. 6 on the dash, gear shift.
6 on the dash.
Lester LeSabre says a straight 6, nice and smooth running. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it purrs. And this motor, we had it running for like 2 or 3 minutes. It sounded so good. I've never owned a fresh Slant 6, like one with like new valves and uh, tight piston to cylinder wall clearances and everything. Mine have always been all old. Like my truck, I drove my truck for like 2 years, and it was so tired, so tired. It was horrible. It was probably worse than the engine that was in this car.
Uh-uh.
Johnny C says his '67 Camaro was a straight 6 manual floor shift. It was perfect. Looking back, wish I still had that car. Yeah, '67 Camaro.
I never had a. I don't think I ever had a Chevy 6. Dang it. Oh, I had a van with a 6 in it. The 230 cubic inch 6. And I don't know. Yeah, all like the Camaros and the Chevy or Novas that I had were all small blocks.
Olive said, my recollection from my Duster is that going from a Slant 6 in auto to a 318 and 4-speed made me overall much lighter, but shifted balance forward a bit. I'm surprised it shifted it forward much because the Slant 6 is such a long motor.
There's the scales all packed up on a little roll around trolley thing.
Mm-hmm. Until next time.
I don't know, Kim, where are we here? We're really messed up.
I mean, that's not too bad. Um,
Okay.
and there's no doubt a 318 4-speed would be a really, really fun setup for a car. It is. But this is what we have and what we're using, right? Economically.
Okay. I smell something burning, Kim. What's going on? Is there something over there? Is the stove okay? I just kind of got a whiff of it. Just
Have
says,
you been in here?
no. You're gonna check the fire?
Yep.
Check the fire. Okay. Let's see. Where am I? Tippy Long. Earlier A bodies used the 6-cylinder K member. I just have different mounts on the engine. Okay. See, and that's where I'm at with my my Fox body. It's the 6-cylinder. The inline six used a different K member. So, and the 4-cylinder and the V8 were the same. So I'd had 4 cylinders before. You just drop the V8 in, everything works. But the 6-cylinder I have, it's a major hassle. I guess you can use I heard you can use a truck oil pan and some other things, but I think Kim's over there splitting wood. What is this? Olive says they really did, KJ. With that auto and slant, I could pirouette in place from a dead stop. I'm not sure. Oh, she's talking about it. Duster with a 318 and 4-speed. What are you doing? Adding some wood?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 67 degrees in here,
Well,
which is pretty nice.
keep it going somehow. This is just wood that was difficult.
Hippie Long, Doty Nuts, and Brody's. You remember Brody's? People gonna do a Brody. I remember that was like late 50s, early 60s talk. Brody's. Does everybody hear all the sirens? Out on the main road, which is a little bit out away from us, there's sounds like every vehicle with a siren's going by. Okay, so you're setting up another camera.
Yeah, I don't want you to have to hold the camera. I know you don't want to stand.
Okay, I'm gonna get up and clean my hands because I got some kind of mung on my hands.
Okay.
And then, okay, that thing is maybe safe, maybe not. What's your plan? Installing it? Are you gonna? Yeah, you're gonna install it. Put the intake and exhaust on in the
car.
in the car.
All right, time to put the engine back in the car. All right, time to put the engine back in the car. Yay! Ha ha! All right, now I gotta get it up in there. Can you get around me before I block the way?
Had my hands full. Left the microwave open earlier. Okay, around your right side. I'm past you. Now I'm gonna block the view of you. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of off the side here. Let's see what I can do with this camera. Yeah, I think that'll work. Oh, my drink is up there. Let's see what do we got here. Maybe I've sent you a picture of my rebuilt front suspension, hippie long. Okay, I don't have my email up here. I might be able to pick it out on my phone, but I'm not going to do that. I don't even know where my phone is right now. On Tuesday night, I'll try to get all caught up with pictures. The Tuesday night shows that we do. I want to show all the pictures. I'm set up. Our studio in the house is really set up nice. Honestly.
Meant to do that.
You're scaring me with that thing.
You get scared.
Olive says maybe that's what you're smelling, Buff. Oh, where the sirens are? Ah, Olive, whatever the sirens are about, I mean, could be a fire out there somewhere. Yeah, you never know what's going on. And when they got something going on here, you see like sheriffs and fire vehicles and ambulances. It's like they light off everything. You know, that's one thing. Emergency response out here is probably pretty good. Might be smoke from LA. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I haven't kept up with my friends out there. Have to get a hold. There's a guy in Ohio that I know real well, and his daughter. Dean says mung beans, Buff. They always give you traces of that stuff. The engine's levitating on its own. Dean says it's after 6 a.m. Kim. Have to book a flight plan. Oh, look at this. She's going in with the engine. You want help with that, or are you okay with it?
So far, I'm doing okay.
Yeah, when we put it in, I helped her put it in because the automatic was. Whoa.
It's okay. It's okay.
The transmission was attached to it. It was really tilted back to get it in. But this is like straight down. Mexican Spec. I was going to say good evening, but it's not evening. Why are we here? Well, Kim and I were coming up the shop.
You see that motor falling into the engine compartment?
Well, we were coming up the shop, and I was putting on my shoes, and she goes, "You want to go live?" And I said, "This early?" She goes, "Yeah, why not?" So I just put it up, like not even a half hour. It was like 10 till whatever hour it was, 10 till 2, and I put it up at 2:15. And so we're here just for the fun of it. And we weighed the engine, and somebody has all the weights in here. And we so we had the race car scales out. I don't know, we just did an early one today. We're not the cleanup crew. Although Kim's talking about coming back out here in the evening.
We're going to need more time to clean up, so
after John Wilburn finishes his show. So I don't know. I don't know if we'll do that. What is this? Go live till you drive?
Live till we drive. No, we
it's
didn't prepare for
Buddy
that.
Garofano.
No.
You know what was funny though is I put that live up, and within minutes, Buddy Garofano was on there. That's pretty good. They must notify you because you, as soon as I put up the video or the thumbnail, you'll pop right in there. Commercial.
That's better. That's better.
Okay, maybe the commercials are over. Mexican Spec says Tuesday his niece may pop in. Okay. Man, I had to do a double. I thought it said something else. Let's see. Mexican Spec says he doesn't have anywhere else to be.
It is really nice here in Tennessee today, so we are taking advantage of the good weather.
It was 61 degrees when we came up here, and that is amazing for this time of year.
And it's coming up on 70 degrees here in the shop.
Yeah, it's like 68 here in the shop, which is pretty nice. John says, looks like Kim has done this before. Well, yeah, we did it on the Valiant. We did it on the Valiant
a couple
twice.
Weeks ago I did it.
And we did it on this car at least twice. This is probably the third time.
This is it feels like it. Yeah.
And when in Kim's younger days, she had Slant 6 race cars, so, you know.
Well, I mean.
Well, what you had?
Racy as a Slant 6 can be.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you had a. We used to go to Slant 6 races. You had the. You had an 80 Dodge Aspen, and you had a 67 Dart. What was the Dart?
I did, yeah. And I had an 85 D150.
So yeah, she's been around slants quite a bit.
And I had a 78 D150.
So
why is this hooked? What's this hooked?
Mexican Spec says today is my day to go out for the weekly shopping. Well, something went down.
It's going.
As soon as the wife is ready, we will head out. Yeah, we did that. When did we do that? Yesterday? The day before?
What, grocery shopping?
Yeah.
Boy, I think it was yesterday.
Yeah, we went out and I didn't want to drive the cars in the snow and the salt and everything, so I waited till all that went away. But we decided to make a grocery run. We got up there and I got the little cart, the little sports model cart, so I wouldn't buy too much. I still managed to put $190 worth of stuff in there, which surprised me. But then we use our card, you know, stores have those cards, and it went down to $150. So the card saved us $40. So then they can spam us with whatever information they get.
Yeah, pretty much.
Went shopping, no eggs in Massachusetts. What the hell's going on up there? Egg shortage?
Eggs?
No eggs in Massachusetts.
Is this something on the news? Like, is this something real?
And he said he went shopping. Buddy says he went shopping and there were no eggs. Oh, we have eggs. Plenty of eggs. I don't know what's going on there.
Well, do we have eggs?
Yeah, when we were there were eggs. There were eggs.
Definitely eggs. I don't know what the prices were like. There was eggs, yeah.
Dean Stevenson, hunter gatherer. I find singing Conquistador by the English rock band Procol Harum is great for the supermarket. Mexican Spec, we spent around 2,000 pesos. We buy a lot. Usually it's under that. Hey, so I don't have to look it up. Quickly convert for me. Buddy Carfano, bird flu. Again? At least Kim knows all the tools for the job. Well, what she got? She's got a floor scraper. Using it for a pry bar. Mexican Spec says, buddy, did all the chickens fly south for the winter? Tyler says, eggs are scarce in South Australia, except for country towns. Mexican Spec says, under $100 US today. The rate is it's 20.75. Yeah, you know that the That might settle down in the next month or so. At least we'll know which way it's trending. There's that word I hate, trending.
Trending. There's a trend. It's trending.
I always complain about that. I'll see something and it'll go, I'll have something go trending. And I go, trending? That means some idiot decided they want us to pay attention to something and wrote it down as trending. Nothing trending. Well, earlier today, the rate was 20.92. It's crazy. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking after the new administration's in there that within 30 days, it'll probably not be as crazy.
Oh, I hope so, because that's just evil to do to people.
Yeah. Mex expects us on the 21st. We'll see where the rate is after the inauguration. Yeah, I'm thinking it'll be probably, it's hard to say. You know what? There's everybody saying what he's already done. The president isn't that powerful, Congress is powerful. So, we'll see what happens. That's the current trendy word. Trend. Trending is the current trendy word.
The trend in words. The new trending word in word trends is trending.
Let's inspect. I have another carry-all sold, and we'll get the payment early next week. It'll be interesting to see where the rate goes. Yeah, man.
Interesting is one way of saying stressful and worrisome. And
Kim, you're going to have to look at this one. Dean Stevenson's singing here, and I don't know what he's singing.
Well,
I know, you got your head buried in the...
Dean, don't be so cryptic.
Well, it's some song. I could read all the words, but...
Read some words.
Though I hope for something to find, I could see no maze to unwind. No matter who arranged it, I always find the spam and split two. X expects the rate is tied to the stock market. What do you think the stock market will do after the 20th?
I don't think anybody knows. It was supposed to go down, but then it went up.
I don't think anybody knows. Let's see.
I think
Dean Stevenson put a good one up here. Enshittification. They won't notice that on YouTube. That's especially the way he spelled it. It just looks like a alphabet. X and spec. It's all the same to me, Kim. The buyer has to get me the same amount of pesos. Yeah. Talos says down there the handover happens the day after the election. Dean, do whiter shade of pale. KJ Kylie says that. Oh, stock's been down like 4% anyway, but they've been divorced from the real economy anyway. Except that when stocks do badly, they make everyone suffer over that too. Dean Stevenson says, I spiel everything wrong on purpose. Meck expects us dollar. Because the rate is so high with the dollar, everything here goes up in price. When the rate goes down, the prices stay the same. Yeah, they stay where they are.
Why is this motor giving me grief?
What's going on? You need help with that? I didn't know you were having grief. I thought you just did.
Won't line up with where I want it to go. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Transmission up high enough? I don't know. You still have jack under the transmission. Is it up high enough? Because I noticed the transmission looked pretty low.
It is pretty low, yeah.
Okay, well that might be the problem.
Well, I took the handle out of it. Now I can't get it back in.
Back in the jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put a wrench or something in there, something with a long handle that'll fit under the car.
Why is it taking
Towel says just short visit, folks. I'm about to head off to the big smoke. The big smoke. Stock up on stuff we don't get up here. I don't know exactly what that means. Next inspect. Kim, you need a bigger pry bar.
That's what they
Beat it into submission. You know what? She's got a jack underneath the car, holding the transmission up. But the handle's sticking out. So I tripped over. And I really got tired of tripping over it. She took the handle out. Well, then the little part on the jack goes zip straight up. Oops. Goes from this side to this side. Well, the car's right here. So now she can't get the jack handle back in. AI said Weird Al doesn't have lyrics for a whiter shade pale by Procol Harum. But here are some of the song's lyrics. We skip the light, fandango turn, cartwheels across the floor. Okay, Mexican spec. What is that word? Cuidete? I don't know what that means. The big smoke means the city. Just over 4-hour round trip. So what vehicle you taking there? The light blue Ute or some newer vehicle? Oh, it says Annie Lennox does an awesome whiter shades of pale. Are you able to get that back in there? Oh yeah, you're jacking it up. It's making sense now because your pry bar's moved.
Yeah.
Or it probably just slid into space. It probably just popped in.
Yeah, it's much better now. It's workable. I think it's workable.
That's spec says that is like going to Culiacan.
Yeah, it's like falling in now.
Just to go shopping. That's a distance. I'm not saying I haven't done it though. Oh, you're taking a van. You're taking a newer vehicle. Oh, cuidate. Cuidate? Am I pronouncing it right? Cuidate means take care. And I don't know if any of you ever watched Bald and Bankrupt, the YouTube channel. He's a guy. He's a British guy, and he's this is the people that haven't watched him. He's a British guy that traveled all over the former Soviet Union, the countries of the former Soviet Union. He speaks Russian quite well. And I can understand just almost everything he says. And it's pretty cool to watch that. And of course, he puts in translation down there. But I just kind of have an ear for it. And I like it. But then he got kicked out of Russia because he said something bad about Putin. And then he got kicked out of Ukraine because he had Russian passports and stamps in his passport. So they wouldn't let him in there. So he started going other places. He started going to India and I don't know, Southeast Asia somewhere, and he went all over South America and Mexico.
Hey, can you help me with the thing? I know you're talking.
And he went to Moldova just recently. Man, he's back to speaking Russian. It sounded so good.
Can you just pull it to the driver's side a little bit, and just push in.
I'm pushing. Nothing's happening. Was it crooked? When I push, nothing happened.
I don't know. I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Let's see what's going on over here. This is hung up.
Oh, that lines it. Whatever you did there, that tends to line it. You see, when I move this over, it doesn't move the engine. It moves it back into place. That did something because your screwdriver, your alignment tool over here just.
Yeah.
I think it got better.
It's just being fussy. It was so easy last time. I don't know what's.
I think the engine needs to come up a little bit on
I'm having a hard time getting the dowels together.
that. I think the engine needs to come up.
Up a little. Yeah. Try and get it up.
That almost goes in. It'll wind up your alignment tool over here. You might want to come over here and look.
I see. I could see.
Oh, you can see it? Okay, I didn't know you could see it.
Are you standing right in front of the camera?
Yeah, I'm standing in front of the camera.
Okay, don't stand right in
I
front
was
of
trying to see what's going on.
Okay.
Just I can see this scrolling, but I can't see what it's saying. Let's see, where's this? Oh, I'm lost. What's going on here? It's TK, I know I laughed. He made me a mod yesterday. Who made you a mod yesterday? Oh. Makes sense. Cuidado is a warning. Oh, cuidado. Yeah, I see that all over everything. He had done it before, but YouTube resets his channel sometimes. I'm not sure what they don't like about what he says. Oh, geez. Who is this? I don't know who TK is. Oh, Twisted Mopar Garage is here. Oh, it says we're car people. Twisted. Done is a very abstract notion.
Yeah.
Yeah. This car's been worked on since 1966.
This car will never be done. Will never be done. It will never be done. But this motor might be done.
TK's Garage. Okay, God, I don't think I ever go into TK's Garage. Wow. I gotta.
Why?
Yeah, usually it just sort of falls in, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Didn't fall in.
Alright, maybe I need to do this. I'm going about this all wrong. I'm trying to push this transmission, but the problem is that I need to push the engine.
Twisted says, I think it's too cold in the shop there. You need to be in short sleeves. Hey, you know what? Right now, it's 67 degrees in here because it's warm outside, or it's been warm all day. And we have a wood stove going, so it's pretty nice in here. In fact, I should probably go check that wood stove.
That looks such fine.
I'm gonna just look.
You just want to walk away? You're walking away from chat.
No, just for a second. No, I really want to see. Whew. Oh, I feel it's warm just as like I'm walking out.
Thanks everybody for stopping in. I know it's the middle of the day. It's not our normal time. Twisted Mopar says, my very first car, a 64 VW Beetle, gave to me so long as I can put the engine in by myself that it was my car. Nice. Nice. My brother gave me a Volkswagen Rabbit with a bad water pump. When I was 15. And I drove it a bunch before I had a driver's license. Till I got caught. That was a cool car. It was a 4-speed. And it was didn't have a battery because since the water pump was bad, it would pitch the alternator belt. You know, it was all one belt. So it would pitch that belt off, and so then you didn't have an alternator. So we put a shoelace around it and tightened it as tight as we could and tied it. And that when it was running, it would spin the alternator. You'd get a couple volts, and it was enough to keep it going. So we push started it, and then it would make enough power to get spark and everything. Kim's not going to beat flat rate this time. Nope. No, definitely no hope there of that happening.
The fire looks pretty good. There was one piece kind of far forward, and I just pushed it back slightly. As soon as I pushed it back, it just lit off.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was dried out, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we here? I don't know. There'll be a beetle. Mexican Spec says my father gave me a 72 Pinto. Had to get it running. Problem was, idiot previous owner grounded the cable from the battery to the body, not the chassis. Kim's not going to beat flat rate this time. Olive says, Kim, I had to call a halt today before I hurt me back. Sounds British. Hurt me back. Dean Stevenson, it's only 10:37 a.m. here. My youngest and eldest daughters are here and have offered me coffee. Oh, yeah, it's Saturday there, isn't it?
Yeah, I figured out how to make it move.
Did you get it in there, Kim?
Well, not quite, but I figured out.
But all of a sudden, something good happened, huh?
Yep.
Oh, it says the old stockings trick used to work. Used to work a while. I bet they aren't so well made anymore.
Here we go. Here we go. We got it in both. Both. We got it on the pins.
Got it on the pins.
That's what you want to have happen every time. Every time. All right.
Twisted says, understand, I was 15 in 1976. I was very young and strong. But he says, old boss would say you're not working on a cow. Stop milking it. Yeah.
That's right.
Johnny C. Yes, the strength we had in 76 would sure be nice in 25. Man, in 76, I was Old 22? Yeah.
If you milk that engine install any harder, we're going to have to install. Somebody finish my sentence for me. If you
Oh,
milk
and
this install any harder.
says that's the alternator belt improvisation. Oh, I understand. Dean Stevens, I have a friend who went to Trust Bank in my suburb in
Oh, I was telling him how I
1989.
used a shoelace as an improvised.
He had a stocking, and the teller gave him $12,000 New Zealand $12,000 New Zealand cash. It's okay. He did 7 years in the big house. What? Oh, that kind of stocking. Jeez. Did that really happen? This is Mopar Buddy. I milked a lot of cows by hand. Utterly hard job. The oil dom press. Welcome to the stream. I was 12 years old in 76. Those were the days.
I was just a wee bab.
76. Yeah, you were most of 76 you were young.
Little baby, baby, baby. Just a tiny baby. All right, we've got bolts into the bell housings.
Mexican Spec says what I remember 76 was having to dance and sing for the bicentennial in school. You know what I remember? 4th of July, 1976. I was at a sprint car race in Santa Maria, California, and they kind of made a celebration out of it. It was it's a fun thing standing there thinking. I was standing there playing the national anthem. I was kind of thinking about it. And they had some fireworks or something before the race. But 76, I was 22. Johnny C. 76 was a great year full of bicentennial memories. Dean Stevenson says, yes, just like I worked with Dylan McCool at the Storytellers concert. So now I'm completely lost. Are those the bell housing bolts going in?
Yep.
That's a good thing to hear.
Yep. It's a very good thing.
Yeah, next year it's 250 years. That's amazing because the bicentennial doesn't seem like it was that long ago to me. Ugh. Next door neighbors are on witness protection for a reason. Dean, I never know what you're talking about, or if it's true, or if you're just having fun. KG Kyle used hood pins instead of motor mount bolts. Great time saver.
There you go. Wow. This is y'all are getting pretty personal.
You know those pins that they're like a T pin that's got a little push button, a little ball at the end. So you stick them in and release it, then the ball doesn't pop out. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. We use those on jet engines in the test cell, and you just mount them in there with those because they're all in shear anyway. So there's no tension on them, so they just run in a test cell like that. And thanks, Buff. I try to catch your streams, but lately, time in this weather in Northwest PA don't align. You're in Northwest PA.
Who's that?
I remember that oil dom press.
Oh, well, tonight was
Where
a good
I asked
this
where
afternoon was a good day.
I think there's commercials just popping in. Well done, Press. I think I asked you one time where you were in Northwest PA because I used to live in Northwest PA. I was at Conneaut Lake. There was a big hangar out there, and the guy had float planes on Conneaut Lake. I don't know who'll be in the mood to celebrate at this point. And Mexican Specs is anybody that loves the country. Yeah, July 4th, 2026 will be a big one. Yeah, it will. And there's two reasons for that. It's because of what it is, and also people like a reason to celebrate, you know. Yeah, Mexican Spec. Why is El Cinco de Mayo such a big holiday in the U.S.? It's an excuse to drink. Oh, says, well, that would include me, but I'm not best proud of us right now. Well, you know, you can always find good things about the country, bad things about the country, but when you look around, I've been so pissed off I want to leave. And then I look around the world and go, where would I go? And I kind of like, well, I'll probably stay here. There's times I just don't like to pay attention to the news. I can expect there's more than a year to go. Anything could happen. Yep. Oil City, PA, the valley that changed the world. Okay, I know where you are. Sure, I know. I know where you are. Hey, Mexican Spec, thank you. They're asking if everybody's hit the like. Well done, Pressless. I miss Conneaut Lake Park. Is that place closed down? I don't know. I never went there because I was working for a guy that had a hangar right off the lake, and he had all these float planes, and we would take off from this little runway and put the gear up and go land in the lake. And I didn't really like float planes that much, but it was a good job. So I got my float plane rating, and I flew out there. It was okay. Have no fear. Guess who's here?
Hey, Duckster Wolverine Garage is in the house. Welcome to stream, Duckster. We're here in the middle of the day putting the engine in here. The engine's back in. It's assembled mostly and in the car. Woo! Flash the lights. Woo! Engine's in the car.
So she wants some flashing lights above your head.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done dancing. In there. It is.
Quaker State and Pennzoil. KJ Kiley, you know, I don't know if you've ever been up to Sharon, Pennsylvania, but I think they're all over the place now. Is Quaker Steak and Lube, which is a restaurant. Did they have those in Pittsburgh too? Because I remember it started, I think, in Sharon, PA. Rogue Roulette says synthetic oil for the win. You know, my Mazda, I ran nothing but AMSOIL Signature Series, 100% synthetic, and I used to go pretty long oil changes, but I did oil samples about every, I don't know, usually every 4,000 miles, maybe 5. And so I knew what the additive package looked like and everything, and it's amazing stuff. Well, whoever gets that engine from the wrecking yard is going to get a nice engine. They don't know it. Hold on, press. Oh yeah, best wings at one time in Erie as well. Really? Okay. So they were up in Erie too. See, Erie was kind of weird because I hardly ever went there. I lived in Geneva, Ohio, Geneva on the Lake, and then I lived in Sharon. So between those two places, Erie was really. Oh, and then the other place I lived was Conneaut Lake. So Erie was like just out of the way, you know, and I just rarely went there. Kylie goes, yep, they're still in business. You know, you remember there's a place, can't remember the place? We went up to get the Jeep. And on the way up there, it was cold as shit. And we stopped and we slept in the van at some gas station. She's not paying any attention to me.
We were going up to Pittsburgh and we stopped and slept in the
Okay,
van.
I'll start over because you already got it like not right.
Okay.
We were going up to get the Jeep in Maryland.
Okay, yeah.
We stopped at a gas station that had a lot of parking. And it was really cold, and I left the engine running, and we slept in the van. That station, when you go in there to use the bathroom, they got like a before you go in the bathroom, there's like a hallway there with a like a bulletin board where people can pin stuff up. And there's always stuff about car shows on that board, but there's also always stuff there about Quaker Steak and Lube that's somewhere near there. And I just thought of that, and that's in Virginia, way up north. It's real close to where I-64 cuts off and goes. So it's about even. On I-81, it's about even with where the same latitude as Richmond is. So I know somewhere around there, there's a Quaker Steak. Dougster says there was one in Grand Rapids, Michigan years ago, and it was busy. It was all get out. Then they closed the location. Grand Rapids is a good test bed for restaurant because of all the diversity in the area. Yeah, there's a couple places up there. What's the one in Ohio? There's a place in Ohio that gets everything new, and it's the same thing. It's over in Northwest Ohio, a town over there that gets all the new stuff, and that's where they evaluate things. Park is closed. The hotel is still open, and then attraction is supposedly haunted. Really? Yeah. See, I never went in the park. That park was going when I was up there.
Boy, it's been several years since I was there, and the park was looking pretty shabby. They were just barely hanging on. So I'm not surprised that they had to close it down.
Well, I think the lake is the lake itself. A lot of boating and people that live around the lake,
Yeah.
and they do allow float planes on that lake. So we were always out there. Mexican Spec says, I don't think about the political situation here. I live my life and it really doesn't affect me. Yeah, Mexico has some political situation that's so foreign to me. AJ Kiley, Eastern Ohio is car crazy. That's how Summit Racing got their start. Yeah, that was south of where I was, but yeah, yeah, and it's kind of strange in Northeast Ohio. You don't see any cars until springtime. Once that last snow melts, which is like mid-April, man, here come all the good cars.
Yeah, if you like your car, you don't take it out in the winter in Ohio.
Okay, I'm gonna ask to keep the politics lower, the political stuff a little.
Is it political stuff?
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. I'm not even gonna read it.
Okay. Try relax, everybody. We're just having fun. There's lots of political discussion on Reddit. You can go there. You need to vent.
Indrek, hey, hey, how you doing?
That all anybody's in the mood to talk about is politics. Everybody else is too busy to chat, probably. It's the middle of the day. Trying to get this engine mount started, and it's greasy. The one thing I want to clean is the thing that I have to spend a bunch of time rubbing my fingers around, I guess.
Yeah, Indrek, you just came in. We weighed the engine, and then Kim just installed it. She put it in. It's not completely installed, but it's bell housing bolts are in, engine's in there. What are the motor mounts going in right now, or what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, Buddy Car Farm says in Massachusetts, good car stays in garage, and you drive a winter beater with a heater. You know, that's why I bought. Jesus, a lot of stuff dropping. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff is dropping.
A lot of stuff is dropping. I heard that. That's why I bought that Jeep. That Jeep was like a funny deal. I was looking for a Ford Escape. And I was just kind of half looking, you know. It wasn't because I had a good car and I was up there working in Maryland, and the winter's coming up. I didn't want to drive my good car in there, so I was just kind of half looking. Well, I finally decided to pull the trigger and buy that. It was a Ford Escape that wouldn't pass the Maryland uh, inspection. Well, I didn't care. I was going to register it in Tennessee, and the reason it wouldn't is because it needed brakes. I thought, I can do brakes, you know. So I just didn't move on it fast enough. The day I went to buy it, the guy just sold it. So while I was looking for escapes, there was a Jeep, a bronze-colored Jeep. Uh, what is that thing? A Patriot, and it was $3,500. And I was looking for something that was more like $1,000, you know. Well, when that other car sold, the Jeep, they lowered the price to $1,000. Well, I got a hold of a girl. She's a 17-year-old girl, and she goes, "Well, I'm getting rid of it because it bucks." And she goes, "Don't ask me what's wrong with it because I'm a girl." I said, "Okay." So I went over and I looked at it.
Because girls don't know anything about cars.
And her father's there, and I looked at it, and he started up, and it's like grind, this horrible grinding noise. It sounded like somebody put marbles or ball bearings in a blender or something. You know, it was horrible. And I go, "Turn it off," you know. And I could tell it was coming from over where the belt-driven accessories were. So I got a tow truck come get it. I gave her $1,000 for it. I figured it was worth $1,000. It's pretty nice. It's really nice looking Jeep.
Yeah, the paint's sharp.
So that was going to be my winter beater. Well, what it needed was an alternator. And the reason it felt like it bugs is because the power steering pump was not working well. So it didn't steer real nice. The steering wheel was like this. So anyway, I put a power steering pump on it, put an alternator on it, and man, it was good. And then I got sent to Oregon. Well, I got sent to Northeast Ohio, and then I got sent to Oregon. So I took the Jeep in a storage spot with some of my other things, and it sat there for like almost a year. Well, then
you probably paid more in storage.
I probably paid more, but I had a lot of stuff in there. So
Yeah, you could have got a much smaller.
I don't know.
Well,
But
the big one
anyway,
just ran for the-
so then Kim and I went up there and got it. Well, then after my Mazda got wrecked, that Jeep has become our primary vehicle. It's the nicest thing we have.
I'd take it anywhere. It's great.
I'm glad we didn't use it for a winter beater. And yeah, we took it to Texas and back. I mean, you just get in it and it just always runs. We had to do a couple of things. Kim fixed a couple of things on it. It needed a throttle body and it needed a wheel sensor, bearing and sensor on the right rear. But yeah, I mean, it's like, so what? It's a 180,000 mile vehicle. Okay, so John Cope's here. John Cope.
Hey, John.
We were going to call you after 5 a couple of nights, and Kim was sick again, and so we didn't. And
Sorry, John, I was not feeling well the other night.
I keep saying we're going to call you after 5 some night, and we keep not doing it. So I didn't forget about you. But,
blame me.
But time's moving on, and we're not getting it done, and I feel kind of bad about it. So
I don't feel that bad about it.
Oh, geez. She's mean.
No, I'm saying I don't feel that bad about it.
And Tommy Hanlon's
okay.
Tommy Hanlon's here from Dublin. What time is it there? Are you up? Like, I can't believe you're awake. You must be awake 24 hours a day. Alf says, it's what I do these days, buddy, assuming I had a garage. It's the cost of living that displaced me from there in the first place, though. Dean Stevenson, 1642 is a good year for the Dutch to find New Zealand. If OC had found it, the Morse, I don't even know what all this means. The Morse feature would be different. Olive says, high fives, Kim.
Thank you, Olive.
Everybody's saying hi to Dougster and Cope. Yeah, Tommy says it's 2 minutes after 10 in the evening. So are you a day sleeper then, and you work at night, or you're a night person, or because you're always here like at 3 o'clock in the morning and 4 o'clock in the morning when we're doing our evening stuff. And we just came on early today because we're coming up here, and Kim goes, you want to go live? I go, yeah, I guess. So we did. Kind of unusual. OC, Oliver Cromwell. Tommy, my Irish brother, says KJ Kiley. Kim, how you feeling? You warm enough?
Yeah, it couldn't be better as far as temperature.
Okay. Oh, this thing's going to be driving pretty soon.
Yeah, we'll have this driving this weekend.
This weekend? It's Friday. It is the weekend.
But I mean, it'll be driving.
By Sunday when it's 9 degrees outside?
Well, maybe. Maybe.
That's going to be our coldest day this year, I hope. I was hoping not to see single digits, but it looks like we're going to see one day with single digits.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Ask whereabouts you two are doing this from. This car, we're in Middle Tennessee, and Kim is originally from Pittsburgh. I'm originally from Central California, but I moved everywhere my whole life. I spent a lot of my life in Northeast Ohio and Western PA, and then a lot of time in Southwest Arizona, Yuma, Arizona. And I love the weather in Yuma, Arizona. Dean Stevenson says, Global Buff and Kimborghini headquarters.
Yeah. That's right.
Buddy Carfano, can't wait to see Buck do a heater core in his Mercury. Did
Oh,
one
that's
once.
coming up next.
He says he did one once and it was one too many, once too many. I've done several of them, and every time I say, this is the last one, I'm never doing this again. And when I picked up that car, I saw the pictures of it online, and the heater hoses were hooked up, and I thought, good, I don't have to do a heater. And I got there, and he opens up the trunk, and he's showing me all the new parts he has in the trunk. He goes, oh, and then here's the new heater core. He goes, so that's almost done. You just got to put it in. And I'm thinking,
he looked to the sky and he said, "Curse you,
it's like,
Henry Ford."
the heater core is the easy part. Dougster's singing something alongside one. I don't know what all this is. I'm not going to read that. Everybody can read it and try to understand it.
I'm sad alone in a buggy mark, totally emotionless except for her heart. Love's all up in her loose pajamas. She totally confused all the passing piranhas. She's love,
you know what it
she's
is.
love, she's love, she's in my head. Love, she's love, she's love, she might be dead.
Kim's pretty happy for anybody that just got in here because her engine is in the car, bolted up to the bell
I
housing.
gotta do torque converter bolts next. That's gonna be fun.
But it's bolted up to the bell housing. That's the hard part.
To the bell
And
housing.
the motor mounts are in.
Motor mounts are in.
See, and Rabbit Transit's here. Good afternoon.
Yep. It's off of the sun.
Oh, we're going, this camera just went nuts. Look at you. What's happening with the camera? How do we fix that? You think it's heat?
I don't know what it is.
That camera does that every so often. It goes max headroom on
One
us.
day that camera's just gonna go.
I want to buy another one of those because it's so good, except for that little problem.
It doesn't do it very often.
Doesn't do it very often. But I'm impressed. Oh, nice. I got somewhat famous cousins in Tennessee. Somewhat famous cousins in Tennessee. Oh, it says, oh, well, the big noises. The heater core will be content anyway.
Look, it's easier getting the engine in and out of this car than it is to do the heater core in this car. By the time we're done with that task, you're going to be wishing we were here doing that.
Well done, Prentice. My favorite vacation place is Sevierville, Tennessee. I looked at a house on Lake Norris. I have been over to that area. One time I spent like several days over there with my former wife and my youngest son. We had a good time. Dougster's still singing.
What's Dexter singing?
I don't know. He's just got the notes there.
Something about potatoes?
Let's see here. Buddy Carfano, plastic, old now, extra brittle. Good luck. Yeah. Yeah, I might be like pulling molds off that stuff. You know, like if the dash cracks or something, I'll bondo it up, do whatever I got to do. I'll pull a mold off of it, make a new one. Dougster says, I knew Kim would know it. Oh, it says that's one of those cute but overplayed songs. See, and I don't even know what it was.
Played that into the ground.
Kim is stuck in the Matrix. Dean says 1684 was a good year of the Westminster Hall effect. Hall effect. Yeah. Olive corrects me and says content, not content. Content. Royal Wade. Oh, can you read this?
What's this?
Second one up from the bottom from Oil Don Press. Royal.
Royal Wade Kimes, Chloe Kimes. Ever heard of them? No. More Nashville. Oh,
Oh, it's
Nashville
Nashville
people.
because we
Chloe
don't we
Kimes.
hardly ever. If we go to Nashville, it's because we're on our way to somewhere else. We got to go through there. Although we have gone to Nashville to buy slant parts from a couple people down there.
Yes.
Buddy Carpon says, forget heater core, put a wood stove in the back seat.
There you go.
I knew a guy in Sharon, Pennsylvania had a Volkswagen bus with a wood stove in it. And then he had a big thing on the back, a big platform back there. He had a chicken coop on it. And so he kept his chickens in the chicken coop that he drove around with.
I think if I had one of those cars that had the really difficult heater core, I would just cut it
Be a
out.
summertime car.
No, I would just cut it out. I would just, you know me, I like to fabricate stuff anyways. I would just
make a new
something.
thing. Yes.
But I mean, I don't want to mess up. That car is too nice not to put back the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and I thought about that, building a new enclosure and doing all that.
It's not any less work. You know, it's a certain amount of work to do, kind of thing, no matter what. Oh, look at that. That looks so much better in the car than on the stand.
I got it. Oh yeah, country singers. Yeah, that's probably why I haven't paid much attention.
Oh, you got to get a picture of this for the this evening's.
Okay, stand by. I got to take pictures.
For the tonight stream.
Well, if you want to do it tonight stream, I don't know.
I think. Is there anybody who thinks we should do a tonight stream? What are you guys doing around 10:30? We got to do it. We got to do a cam break in.
We're gonna do that tonight.
I don't know how far we'll get.
Okay, I got a couple pictures. I'm actually getting a little cold over here. What I'd like to do is drag that heater over here, but I don't know where it is. Heater and power.
It might be time to take a break. How many hours have we been at this?
We came on at quarter after. We've been here 2 hours.
I think we should pace ourselves. We're going to be at this all weekend.
But he says change AC evaluator. Probably means the. So now he said that, I can't even think of what the right thing is. But Carvana says yes, go live tonight. Mexican Spet, I have to go. Heading out to shop. Take care. Oh yeah, take care. Have fun. And yeah, I like going grocery shopping, so that's why I say have fun. What was I saying? Oh yeah, AC evaluator. That would be the AC evaporator. Oh yeah, Mexican Spec got it. Does he get points?
Yes. You get 2 points.
He gets 2 points
for knowing what he meant. Not what he said, but what he meant.
Yeah. Adam Culbertson's here, evacuator. Well, I know what they're thinking is we got to evacuate the system afterwards, which we do. No.
Is this long bad in my head? I think so.
Adam Culbertson. I knew a lot of people named Culbertson out in California. Where oh, here we got ads. Right when I'm talking, ads. Okay, maybe the ads are over. Adam Culbertson. It's just I know a lot of people in California named Culbertson. That's why I was curious where you are. Oh, this isn't doing anything.
No, well, we're gonna end the stream,
We're gonna end the stream,
and then
okay.
you're gonna go warm your feet up because I don't want you to get sick.
Yeah, I'm starting to get cold.
Yeah, I can't overwork them, guys.
But
we appreciate you being here, and we want to.
It's come up 1 degree in here, but I'm not feeling it.
Well, the floor stays
The
cold
floor's
all
cold.
winter.
Yep. Okay, so we will be back at 10. It is right now 4:15.
Yeah, check out John Wilburn's live if you like that sort of thing.
Oh, Culbertson's in Ohio. Okay. I lived in Ohio too, but didn't know any Culbertsons there. And I don't know if John Cope's still here. Anyway, I'll what's that? That is that's like 6 hours, almost 6 hours from now we'll be back. See Yins. Yins.
Thanks everyone. We'll see you in a few hours. Enjoy the rest of your day.